Brightway Accounting was a name synonymous with reliability and trustworthiness. For years, they had been the trusted guardians of financial data for countless businesses, ensuring accuracy and precision in every transaction. They were known for their meticulous attention to detail and their unwavering commitment to client confidentiality, always going the extra mile to protect sensitive information. Their reputation, built on a foundation of integrity and excellence, was their most valuable asset, earning them numerous accolades and awards over the years. Clients entrusted them with their most sensitive financial information, knowing it was in safe hands and that their interests were always a top priority. Brightway was more than just an accounting firm. It was a pillar of the community, a symbol of stability and security in the often turbulent world of finance, actively participating in local events and sponsorships. The firm was like a well-oiled machine, each cog playing its part seamlessly, ensuring smooth operations and client satisfaction. At the heart of this operation was a team of dedicated professionals, each bringing their unique skills and expertise to the table. They were the lifeblood of Brightway, their expertise and commitment the driving force behind the company's success, celebrating every milestone together. Among them was Sarah, a senior accountant who had been with the firm for over a decade, known for her dedication and exceptional skills, making her an invaluable member of the team. Sarah was the epitome of efficiency and dedication. She managed her tasks with precision and always met her deadlines. She was the go-to person for complex tax filings and intricate financial statements. Her expertise was unmatched, and she handled every challenge with ease. Her colleagues admired her, and her superiors held her in high regard. They often sought her advice and trusted her judgment implicitly. She was the last person anyone would suspect of wrongdoing. Her reputation was impeccable, and she was seen as a pillar of integrity. But beneath the surface of her professional competence, Sarah was grappling with a secret that she kept hidden from everyone around her, a secret that was slowly but surely eating away at her. It was a burden she carried alone, and it was becoming increasingly difficult to bear.
Unbeknownst to my colleagues, I was drowning in debt. The financial strain was overwhelming, and I felt trapped. A series of unforeseen events had plunged me into a financial abyss from which I saw no escape. Every day was a struggle to stay afloat. Mounting medical bills, a string of bad investments, and the unexpected burden of supporting a sick family member had taken their toll. The pressure was relentless. Desperation began to set in, casting a long shadow over my once bright demeanor. I felt the walls closing in, and the future seemed bleak. The weight of my secret became heavier with each passing day. It was a constant gnawing presence that I couldn't escape.
As Sarah's financial woes deepened, she found herself sinking further into despair. Her thoughts grew increasingly desperate. The pressure became suffocating, like a heavy weight pressing down on her chest, and she felt trapped with nowhere to turn. The walls of her small office seemed to close in on her, amplifying her sense of isolation. She knew stealing was wrong, a betrayal of everything she stood for, but the thought of losing everything she had worked so hard for gnawed at her conscience. The fear of failure was a constant shadow.
One day while working late, the office was eerily quiet, and I felt a strange sense of foreboding. I discovered a weakness in the firm's file security system that could pose a risk. It was like finding a hidden door in a familiar room. It was a moment of weakness, a fleeting instant where my desperation clouded my judgment, a tipping point where desperation overwhelmed my moral compass. I was at a crossroads, and the path I chose would change everything.
The temptation proved too strong. It was an irresistible force pulling her towards a dark decision. She could access sensitive client data, information that was supposed to be secure and untouchable, data that could be worth a fortune on the black market. The allure of easy money was too powerful to ignore. She convinced herself it was a victimless crime, a harmless way to solve her problems without hurting anyone directly, a way to ease her financial burden and find some relief. She felt a fleeting sense of relief after making the decision. Little did she know her actions would have far-reaching consequences. The ripple effect of her betrayal would be felt by many. Her betrayal was a silent poison, slowly seeping into the very fabric of the company she had once been so proud to be a part of. The trust she had weaponized would come back to haunt her, leaving a trail of regret and sorrow in its wake. Over the next few weeks, Sarah began siphoning off data, careful to cover her tracks. She worked late, using her access privileges to download confidential client files. She was meticulous, thinking she was erasing her digital footprints and making sure her actions remained undetected. The digital world, she realized, was a double-edged sword. It provided anonymity, but it also left behind a trail that would ultimately lead to her downfall.
The data was my currency now, a way out of the financial hole I had dug myself into. I found a buyer online, a shadowy figure who promised a hefty sum in exchange for the stolen information.
With each transaction, the guilt gnawed at her, but the allure of financial freedom proved too strong to resist. She had become a thief, her desperation transforming her into someone she no longer recognized. In the end, Sarah's actions were uncovered through a meticulous audit trail. Her digital footprints led investigators to the fraudulent activities, and she was brought to justice. The once trusted employee, who had used her position to exploit the very system she was meant to protect, now faced the consequences of her choices. As the investigation unfolded, it became clear how deeply her actions had impacted the organization. Clients felt betrayed, trust was shattered, and the financial repercussions were significant. Sarah's story serves as a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance and robust security measures in any organization. But more than that, it highlights the vulnerability of the digital age. In a world where data is currency, the lines between right and wrong can blur, leading even the most trusted individuals down a path of deceit. The organization, now more vigilant than ever, implemented stricter security protocols and conducted regular audits to prevent future breaches. It was a hard lesson learned, but a necessary one in an era where silent theft can occur with just a few keystrokes. And for Sarah, the consequences were a constant reminder of the choices she made. Her story, a cautionary tale, echoes in the hallways of the digital world, reminding us all that trust, once broken, can have far-reaching and devastating effects. In the end, the digital age offers both opportunity and peril. It is up to us to navigate it with integrity and vigilance, ensuring that the trust placed in us is never taken for granted. To learn more about protecting your business from insider threats, visit our website, yourcyberteam.com.